Dan in Tremont, I just want to say thank you guys for keeping us entertained while in our quarantine situations. You guys are like the band that played while the Titanic slowly sank.
That's us.
Yeah, that's right.
What instrument would you be?
Playing, the band played, they're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic,
There's
I believe is the phrase.
Drummer in that band. It was a...
There would be. In the AC Titanic band, yeah, there's going to be a drummer. That's all I know how to do. That's all I know how to play.
All right, so you're drumming.
I'm also going to play the drums.
You're also going to play the drums. Cody,
But
are you
the
playing drums
drums.
too?
I want an all-drum band.
All drum.
Yeah.
Wasn't the,
No,
the Titanic band was
like
like a string
Stomp.
quartet?
They were, they were a big, they had cellos and stuff.
Yeah, none of us play a stringed instrument.
You don't know what I
play
do.
guitar.
He played the
do.
viola.
I did play the viola for
You
three
did.
I
years.
play
Okay,
guitar.
he's viola, Bill's guitar. I put strings on my recorder.
You play triangle.
I'll play the triangle.
Could you pick up a viola now and have any muscle memory kick in?
I can read music, but no, I don't think so. It's been a really, really long time. The same thing with sign language. If you don't use it, you lose it.
No, but if you could read the music, you couldn't replicate the notes on the viola?
I'm sure I could, but I definitely would be rusty for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I can still read music.
That's what you should play, the rusty trombone.
Hey, there he is.
The rusty viola, by the way, is open for delivery and carryout. By the way, let Bill know he may have some problems with his dog. I bought a golden doodle a couple years ago, and they tend to have a disease that causes the muscles in the legs to atrophy. My dog can no longer walk, so I renamed it Cigarette. Every night I have to take it out for a drag. Listen,
Drag.
Hello.
hi-oh! Every animal that you get's going to have something
Yes, there's
that
always a
potentially
chance.
is always a chance.
But, yeah.
My cat is not
The
happy.
joke there, I don't...
You don't like it?
You're not
No,
feeling
it's
it?
not. I don't. It's not that I don't like, but like it's not. It's a good joke. I don't mind the joke, but
It's a street joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're not. These people aren't writing the original material.
That's all we do.
They should be.
Mike
They
from
got more
Parma's
time
great.
to do it. Mike from Parma.
Mike from Parma
Mike
could
from
give us all a
Parma's
run for
very
our
funny,
money.
yes.
Mike from Parma could come up here and take our jobs today.
Well,
But he's working from home, so stay there.
TAM, WTAM is also reporting that Governor Mike DeWine has issued an executive order that will close all of the state's senior centers and senior
About
citizen
time.
daycare facilities as of Monday.
Where are they gonna
They've
go?
had a free ride for too long, Bill.
They had daycare facilities?
Where are they going to go?
I'm unclear what that
Moving all over the
means.
place.
I'm not.
Senior centers will be able to deliver meals to the homes of seniors. The state says the number of people in Ohio with the coronavirus is up to 169, and the state has its first confirmed death. A
Oh,
76-year-old guy, Mark Wagner Sr. in Toledo, is the state's first death from COVID-19.
So no death is okay, but out of 169,000?
No, 169.
Oh.
And
You
those
thought
are the people that-
169,000 people had coronavirus in
Well,
Ohio?
that's what
No,
they
they
said.
said that. They said 100,000 people had it.
No.
Could be infected.
They said that just based on the
Community spread,
models,
yeah.
100,000 people are likely to get it in the state of Ohio. 169 is probably artificially low because of the testing or lack thereof. But the first confirmed death was in the Toledo area.
Okay, well, I take it back. It's terrible.
That doesn't
One out
seem
of
that
100.
bad.
Still, it's closer.
Again, we're not anywhere near where we're going to be. I mean, keep reading. I try to keep my head above water, right? I'm trying to feel good. I'm trying to keep my wife calm. But you read these articles, they keep doing these interviews with people in Italy. And all the people in Italy go, hey, just wait, it's going to be awful. You're going to hate your life, because they're like, America is where Italy was, or Italy is where we'll be in 2 weeks.
We're not.
And they're just utterly overwhelmed. So they're like, we hope this doesn't happen, but based on the models,
Were they
this is what
taking the same precautions we are?
they were a little bit late, just like we were. So I think that's why they're drawing the parallels between us and Italy rather than us and South Korea, who right away were like testing, quarantining, because those countries, they're a little bit more used to getting cracked down on, right? They're a little bit more, they don't like it, but
Yeah,
those are
people
countries,
fall in line more.
they're more prone to lockdowns and things like that.
To
It's just-
listening.
It's not even that. Those are more authoritarian China.
Yeah.
It's like Yeah, whatever.
They're like, hey, stay in your house or we're going to shoot you. And they're like, all right, I guess we'll stay in our house.
I guess I'll stay in here.
Seems like
Have some more Chinese food.
I don't like getting shot.
It
Not
just-
my favorite thing.
It seems like we've done so much in such a short amount of time that
I think it seems like that.
Well, that's what I'm
because
saying.
for a while we were doing nothing.
is a lot,
then
yeah.
we did everything all at
at
once.
in a matter of a couple days, we
Right.
went from everything being open to, I mean, just the course of this week. Restaurants and bars got shut down on Sunday. So in the matter of 5 days,
Because it had to be.
Yeah, but nothing's changed. Everyone's acting the same and no one's doing anything different. So it's all fine.
Right.
They're also warning people, obviously, in any crisis, and this is the mother of all crises, at least in our lifetimes, that there are going to be scammers. And I'm already getting texts from like, you qualify for coronavirus relief financially. I'm like, okay. So there's a huge proliferation of bogus scams and claims and things like that. And now they're letting all
working
these
hard.
seniors into the streets, Bill. I don't know what that means.
They're
but-
prone to scams.
Oh, they love a scam. I mean,
I
they
don't
don't
know
love
if
it.
they love a
I don't know
scam.
if they love it, but they fall for them all the time.
Right.
They worry.
Yeah.
They're worried. I've told the story
Yeah.
years ago. My mom calls me and goes, "Where are you?" And I go, "I'm in my studio." And she goes, "Okay, because your grandmother called me terrified because she got a call that you're in Mexico and you need money. Did you call your grandmother?" I go, "No." Okay, because somebody called her, told her that they were you. They were stuck in Mexico and needed money, and she was ready to wire you money. I go, she couldn't tell it wasn't me on the phone? And then,
It's
because
a Mexican phone. It sounds different.
Yeah.
I'm on a
Long
Mexican.
distance.
I don't know what you sound
telephone.
like when you're in Mexico.
Yeah, I go, hey, grandma. So,
Maybe you're just partying, like, bro, I need money, yo. I'm like way down here.
yeah, that's me.
I think so.
This was a
Way
couple
down
years
here.
ago.
Wait,
I
what's
was
Mexican Cox? We don't know. Mexicox.
Mexicox is just like American cocks, all
I
right?
don't know.
Yeah. Just more cerveza and tequila in my system.
That's what I'm saying. So you chill out, Graham.
No.
Hey, yo, G.
No, yo, G.
Give me that dough.
No, I would have been like 43, so not
Hello,
that long
grandmother.
ago. Yeah. Hello, Grandma. I need funds.
Miss Peppermint.
It's
Hello.
old peppermint, and I need your money.
Old Peppermint needs pesos pronto, Grandma. No, so I go, no, I didn't call her. That wasn't me. But I was like, how did she not know it wasn't me? She goes, I don't know. It's just, my grandma, she was lucid and, but
I think
on a phone,
I think
it's
getting
enough
that
to
call,
fool somebody.
Right. It's getting that call and just being someone that, like, your grandma would help you in
Freaked
that
out,
situation.
yes.
So she's not assuming there's a scam happening. She's assuming that you're in trouble and she needs to help you as soon as she
Right,
can.
right. They don't always have their
Yeah,
antenna
They're
up for the
preying on
scams.
people that are good-natured people.
That's right. But I'm like, but how did? Okay, I should rescind this. They didn't say, "Hey, it's Alan," because how would they know what her grandson's name was?
Yeah.
Right? They just took a shot. That's what they do. Hey, it's me, your grandson. I need help.
And she went through all her grandchildren and goes, of all my grandchildren, who would most likely be in trouble in Mexico? Alan.
Yeah, I'm the least likely of her grandchildren to be trouble in Mexico. But I go, no, that's not, she's like, okay, well, I got to call her right back because she's ready to go drive to the Western Union. I'm like, do not send money to Mexico.
I wonder if they were like, hey, it's me. And she's like, Alan? Yeah, Alan. Like they let her say it, maybe?
I think that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's how they, con men, short for confidence.
Or white pages or something like that. You can see people's relatives and
That's
stuff.
racist.
But you don't know if they're related or not. They just have the same last name.
We don't
No,
have the
but
same
there's
last name.
family tree
Oh.
websites and stuff like that too. So.
But this was, I don't even think they did that much.
Yeah.
I think they probably
just
went
said,
through.
hey, I'm your grandchild. Give me money.
There are probably 1,000 phone calls that don't hit.
Yeah.
But we don't have the same. It was my mom's mom, so we didn't have the same last name.
My mom called me today and she's like, hey, I had to drop my car off at the shop. Can you look up the bus schedule for me? And
Oh,
I
man.
was like, no. I was like, where are you at? I'll call you an Uber.
Are there buses running?
And that's what I said. I was like, I don't even know if buses are running
Have you
right
seen
now.
the RTA? There's
That's what she
plenty of
said.
seating.
Yeah.
You'll have no problem social distancing on the RTA because there's like 5 people on the bus, so there's plenty of room in between them.
So I was like, I'll just call you an Uber. Just tell me where you are, and I'll put the address in, and then you can get it. And then she called me back when she got home. She's like, hi, I'm safe. How much does one of those car services cost? And I was like, what? You're not an old lady. Like, what are you talking about, car services?
How old
She's
is
an
your
old
mom?
lady.
She's an old lady.
63?
That's pretty old.
And
not
Uber
an
is
old lady.
But Uber is a car service.
I know, but it seemed like, I don't know. Doesn't
But
it? It's just so goofy
She's
to me.
old enough that she wouldn't know how Uber works.
I guess, yeah. She has a flip phone, so.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the problem.
So she can't even call an Uber
Yeah.
if she wanted
That's
to.
why I called it for her.
Right.
It just
Right.
made me laugh. It just,
Why didn't you go get her?
Because I was, it was 1:45. What did you want me to do?
I'm just trying to make you feel bad.
Oh, King Child over here.
Huh?
I don't know. I meant to
King
say like
Child?
world's best kid, but like King Child came out. That was supposed to be like, you're not nice to your parents like that. But it came out King
I'd give
Child.
my mom
so
a ride if she needed to.
if it was 1:45, you would leave and come back an hour late to the show.
I mean, depends on what she needed a ride for.
If it was an
She
emergency.
dropped her car off at the shop.
If he needed to do that, then of course he would do that.
King Child.
Yeah, as King
Bow
Child.
before King Child.
As King Child, I would definitely do that.
That should be your next album, Bill Squire, King,
King
Child.
Child.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever.
But your mom got the ride.
She got it. She got it safe and sound. Everything was fine. He did like text me. He was like, "Hi, I'm here. Can you come out?" And I like called her. I was like, "Hey, where are you?" She's like, "I'm sitting inside." I was like, "You have to go outside and wait for the car." She's like, "Well, I don't know."
Yeah, shouldn't know.
Yeah,
She's
so
got flip phones.
just made me giggle a little bit.
King Child. Hello, is this King Child?
Yes, this is King Child,
King Child.
the king of all children.
King Child. Is
King
it
of
King
children.
Child or King Child?
King Child.
King Child. Right. I'm the king of all children. Yes, I am grown.
Which my
but
mother had many. So.
Hey,
I represent. Yeah, so then your brothers and sisters wouldn't be your subjects. They would be like
Yeah,
your
they're
co-counsel.
Yeah.
dukes and
Lords.
stuff like
a
that. Yeah.
duchess, a duke, a lord.
Duchess,
Yeah.
ladies, jesters.
All that junk.
All right.
But not king.
hand
Not
of the
There's
king.
only one
Child.
king.
You got a hand of
and
the
it's
king?
the middle child that doesn't stay in touch.
That's right.
That's what I was getting at.
He's already abdicated
Being
his
King
throne.
Child.
Yeah. He's king for a day.
But I bet my mom knows how to use Uber, so I wouldn't even need to.
Does your mom have a smartphone?
Yeah.
All right,
I
then.
keep telling my mom to use Uber, like in case, like of an emergency. She's like, "There's no Ubers around here." I'm like, and then at second thought, I'm like, "You live in Lorraine. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want you
that's
getting
true.
any Uber down there."
Well, there's still Uber drivers out there, right? People, there's still, I don't know.
Not as many, I don't
I've
think.
never had a repeat Uber driver. Bill, I know you have, but like
I
I've never
don't
had.
think
I've
I
had
have
one guy
either. Oh, I
twice.
did.
yes.
I've never had the same person twice.
The same guy took me to the airport twice. So I'm guessing he must just have like an overnight shift because I would leave at like 5 in the morning to take a 6 a.m. flight. Two airport trips in a row. I had the same guy.
I find that interesting because do you talk about the same thing you talked about last time? If they,
I'm not talking about anything at 5 in the morning. Tired, half asleep.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I really try not to talk in Ubers at all.
well, they make conversation with me and then they're like, "Oh, this and this," and then. I assume if I were to get back into the Uber, they would be like, "Oh, so did you ever get that, mole removed or something?"
What are you telling your Uber drivers? Man, I got a procedure.
I feel like I can let it rip because they don't really.
It's like
know
a
me
soap
that.
opera.
Yeah.
They're on the edge of their seats until the next time Poundcake needs a ride.
Taxi cab
The next
professional.
time.
Hey, what
Poundcake
happened?
needs a ride.
What happened to that mole, bro?
Taxi cab.
Did you have a
professional.
mole removed?
No, but I'm
Okay.
just saying. I feel like
And if
it
you
was
did, why would you take an Uber to the mole removal?
I don't even think he's taking an Uber to the mole removal. I think he's just telling the Uber about his life. I've got a big week.
They
I got
tell
a mole
me
coming
first.
off, and
They tell me first.
I have a mole removal guy coming out. Oh, is it melanoma? No. There's a mole under my shed, and I
Actual
need to have a
moles.
guy, actual mole.
And I never get into Uber assuming people know who I am, or I'd never disclose that I'm on the radio or anything like that.
Oh, I always get in going, I know you know who I am already.
Bill Squire, King Child,
King
is
Child,
here.
Bill Squire, co-host of the Alan Cox Show.
Roll out the red
That's right.
carpet for King Child.
All right, if you'd like to put the car in park briefly, get out of your driver's seat and bow before I get in. That's
the door.
You want to
perfectly
take a
normal.
selfie with me real quick before
Yep.
we get going?
That's right, because I don't want to do it after.
You can answer. You can ask me 3 questions, and that's all.
That's
I don't
right.
have to answer if I don't feel like it.
How long do I have to wait for you to open my door, bro? I'm standing here. I'm right here.
Dude, you need a scepter and a
Yeah.
crown and a cape. What's a king's cape called?
A
Cloak?
robe, a king's robe.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
But it's
Cloak
only
or-
a cape.
I don't know.
Cloak?
I've never
Cloak,
been a
yeah.
king
I don't know.
before.
King's cloak.
A cape is like a low budget word.
These
Superheroes wear capes.
not all heroes wear capes. These rose petals ain't gonna sweep themselves up.
Hello.
And not all cape wearers are heroes.
Right.
Most cape wearers aren't heroes, I would say.
Frank Costanza's lawyer was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Also, here, Mike in Parma's texting me. If I'm so goddamn funny, why doesn't Mary follow me on Twitter?
I don't?
That's a really good
Mary's
question,
real stingy
Mary.
and like real like snooty when it comes to social media. She only likes to follow certain people. People like King Child.
King Child.
She's not gonna follow some regular child.
Mike and Parma, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I don't follow you. Follow back, got it.
Wow.
Found
Follow
it.
back,
Now
youngin.
block her, Mike.
Hey,
Hashtag block Mary.
don't do that.
Really?
Don't you dare.
That makes us want to do it more.
Boy, I was reading about how, God, where's the story? TV medical shows are donating supplies to hospitals.
God, thank God.
Thank God what? These are TV show props.
But they're probably real.
People are using like
I know they're real, but it's like that's what we've come down to.
some nurses are using like swim goggles to like
Yeah.
go in. So I'm okay with props.
They were talking about last night. I was clicking through, and they were talking about how they've put for people who have sewing machines. They've put the diagram online so that you can sew
Yep.
masks and send
Indiana.
them to people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all these medical TV shows, Station 19, which I've never heard of, The Resident on Fox, never heard of it.
I heard of that.
ER.
Grey's Anatomy, ER.
ER, yeah.
If this were 1993,
Nip
sure.
tuck.
Again, yeah.
Jackie, Nurse Jackie.
Yep. MASH. All of them. Yep.
Also
St. Elsewhere, Scrubs, yeah. Grey's Anatomy's been on for 20 years, but yeah. They said that they're sending protective gear to hospitals, masks, gloves, gowns, to actual first responders.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, wherever they happen to be, I guess we'll send those off. The Good Doctor over on ABC and Grey's Anatomy are trying to get other places to donate their supplies. A lot of these shows shoot in Vancouver, by the way, and these productions themselves have been shut down. But a lot of them that shoot up there work more in conjunction with the Canadian government to get things back into the United States. But wow, there's a lot of doctor shows. Like, I wonder why doctor shows and lawyer shows became so prevalent
Because they're
in
procedural, so they're so
Easy to
formulaic.
write.
Different case every
that
week, you mean?
Yeah,
And-
you
yeah.
can watch one and not really know what's going on, but they're kind of like bottled episodes. Like
Right.
everything's happening in that episode.
House.
House was
Law
like
and
that.
Order
I
is
love
another
House.
one.
Law and Order.
Hey, there's a Law
Law
and
and
Order
Order,
marathon
Law and
on.
Order.
Police shows are like that too. Like all the
Chase. No,
CSIs and all that
Chips.
stuff. Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I'm deranged. I've been up since friggin' 7:30.
Pardon me.
The gas
Is
people.
that early?
That's so early. I
Okay.
have nothing
What
to
time
do.
do you go to
You
bed?
realize that,
You
right?
kill me. God, I've been up
I
since
know, right?
7:30. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
Poundcake gets up at like
7:30.
4:45 to do his job.
Whatever.
6:30, and when I hit the
He's
snooze,
gone.
super early, crack of dawn.
The
Before
lady.
dawn.
It was pouring hard this morning too. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna walk outside and just gonna smell like wet dog.
Why would it smell like a dog?
No, I'm gonna smell like wet dog.
Why would you smell like a
white
wet
pepper.
dog?
It's a white half of you.
I guess because when it pours down, I smell like wet dog.
Do you take regular showers?
Yeah.
I mean, when I get wet, I don't smell like a wet dog.
I usually
My
smell-
dog smells like a wet dog.
I feel like you smell more like your shampoo or your body wash.
Yeah.
Once you're wet.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait a second. Are you using wet dog shampoo?
Hold on.
Oh, you got me. My bad.
Is that what it is? See, we've solved your problem
he
right
wants
there.
a glossy coat.
I've heard that
Hey!
before, though. That
Mane and tail.
black people think that when white people are wet, they smell like wet dogs.
I have smelled that smell before, and I was
Yeah.
like, maybe I don't smell like that. And
I bet you
It's your
don't.
dad's side.
I'm assuming. I've never smelled myself, and I feel like I'm immune to smell. I didn't know my breath was bad, so like I didn't know. I feel like I can't smell myself. I always wondered if people have BO. I'm like, how do they not know they stink? But I'm
You
like,
can't smell your own BO.
You can smell your own BO.
Oh man, sometimes I'm like, whoa. Ah.
No, I can't.
Well,
Dang
that's because you usually don't have it.
Yeah.
People who have it all the
They
time
get
are used to it. Yeah.
True.
It's
I
like
can't imagine that. Really?
it's like people who have cats. who
Have
go,
it, but-
they go, my place doesn't smell like cats. You walk in, it's like punch in the face with
smells
cat
like
smell.
cats.
Yes.
Smell like cats.
Yeah,
Or
that's
ice.
true.
You know, people who
Say that.
smoke, they're
Never
like,
been to my house.
you can't even tell I smoke. I'm like, everything around you smells like smoke. Of course I can tell you smoke.
You can't tell you smoke.
You
because-
can't tell because you're in it all the time.
Yeah.
So why did you have to get up at the crack of 7:30?
Because the gas lady came to turn off. She turned off the gas in my apartment, turned on the gas in the new apartment. She got there and they did the whole, do you have a fever? Have you been around anybody? Blah, blah, blah. They like did all the precautions. And then I'm like, I'm barely awake. And I was like, she's like, okay, so your new apartment, I got to turn it on in this number.
It was a gas lady.
Gas lady.
Hey.
And I was like, yeah, and you also have to turn it off in apartment 1. And she was just like, no. And I was like, no, it's supposed to be, an off and an on. And she goes, oh, no, we don't do that. I'll have to send somebody else out. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, I can disconnect the one. I was like, so I'm just going to be without gas. She goes, no, I'm just messing with you.
Nah.
I was like, are you serious?
I like her.
7:30 in the morning.
I like her.
And she's playing pranks on me.
She's trying to make light of things.
She really was.
She's the gas lady. She's a joker.
Trolled by the gas lady.
You got gassed by the gas lady.
Yeah, all gassed up. She was in very good spirits. Yes.
It's a gas when the gas lady comes to troll you. And then she left and got into her car and rolled down the window and was like, gas lady! And then took off.
Gas lady!
Yeah, it's a whole
Jackson
thing.
Gate.
Gas lady out.
Yeah, gas lady gone. All right, well,
funny.
Good. So you had a little thing with gas lady.
I was just too tired.
You didn't get her name. Well, by that time,
I did. She did it to me
Marlene.
again. No, it was something like that though. With the Kathleen.
There you go.
Something like that. She was very funny.
Because joking with someone, it's a little bit of an intimate experience,
Yeah.
right? They've worked their way into your life in a little bit. You got to be on a first. You can't just be like, "Thanks, gas lady."
Well, after she made the joke, I was like, "You messing with me?" And she's like, "I'm just kidding," And then I was like, "Oh, that's pretty funny." Blah blah. And she's like, "Yeah, you got to keep laughing." She had good spirits.
Older lady. Okay.
Yeah. And then
At least she's working.
yeah, she came up and tested out the stove and made sure everything was right. And then before she left, I asked her name. I think it was like Kathleen.
She said it's
Catherine.
I must
Nothing
have.
exploded.
Gasoline.
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 Oh, I forgot to I
gasolina.
didn't disconnect that. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness.
I would love it if Daddy Yankee played every time she walked in a room. Just that.
Gasolina.
None of that gasolina.
Hi, my name's Gasolina. All right, listen. Enough of this nonsense, all right? I've got a break and everything and get more water and have a whiz. If you want to text 35192, if you want to find us on social media, go to alancoxshow.com. You can watch live there and listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeart.